Always joined by Jerry Remy. Welcome to Red Sox Baseball. Well, Jerry, about a week ago, it seemed like the Red Sox were on the outside looking in. Now they're 6 games back in the wild card, and the key appears to be they still have games left with the Yankees.
Well, you go from, say, got no chance to maybe they got a chance. Is it possible? It is possible because the Red Sox coming off a pretty good road trip where they played darn good baseball out on the West Coast, and the Yankees have been having their problems. All of a sudden, you're 6 games behind the Yankees, and you've got 6 to go with them. Now, if you can chop off a game or two before you get into that New York series next week, that could be very interesting. So it's driving me crazy because I've gone from there's no chance in this year. Let's look toward 2011 to the fact where you're back and say, wait a minute now, with all these games left with New York, there still is a possibility. They're not playing very good baseball right now, so we'll see what happens.
First thing first, it's the Toronto Blue Jays, and Game 1 is coming up in a little bit. We're back after this with more from Fenway.
Our next inductee began his career with Cincinnati and stole 73 bases in 1969 for the Seattle Pilots after crossing over to the American League. He was acquired by the Red Sox in 1971 and would become a catalyst for the team's offense. During his second season of Boston uniform, he stole an American League leading 54 bases, setting a Red Sox team record that would stand for 36 years. Would you please welcome Red Sox Hall of Famer Tommy Harper.
Next, we greet a Waterbury, Connecticut native who reached the major leagues at the age of 20. He quickly became known as one of the premier defensive outfielders in the game and a dynamic offensive player as well. In 1953, he became the first Red Sox player to have 6 base hits in a single game. This honoree made the American League All-Star teams in 1954 and 1956 and led the league in doubles and sacrifice flies in the latter year. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Red Sox Hall of Famer Jimmy Piersall.
This inductee played college baseball at Seton Hall alongside future big league teammate and Red Sox Hall of Famer Mo Vaughn, as well as Craig Biggio. He quickly became known as a dangerous hitter and defensive stalwart and turned an unassisted triple play on July 8, 1994. Only the 10th such play in Major League history at the time. In 1995, he hit 27 home runs and captured the AL Silver Slugger Award at shortstop. With the arrival of Nomar Garciaparra in 1997, he selflessly switched positions but remained one of the game's most productive infielders and the ultimate clutch hitter. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Red Sox Hall of Famer John Valentin.
Our next guest became a professional ball player in 1948 and has been part of the game ever since. After a playing career that included time with the Dodgers and the Cubs, he transitioned into the coaching side of baseball. He spent 13 seasons as a big league manager, none more successful than his stint with Boston. From 1976 to 1980, he won 411 games, third most among Red Sox managers of the last half century, and compiled a lofty .575 winning percentage. Please welcome Red Sox Hall of Famer Don Zimmer.
We now greet the player who created the memorable moment that we recognize tonight. On October 3rd, 1990, the Red Sox entered the final day of the regular season, clinging to a one-game AL East lead over Toronto. Facing the surging Chicago White Sox, the Red Sox led 3-1 heading into the ninth inning. Chicago put 2 runners in scoring position, and with 2 outs, the potential go-ahead hitter, Ozzie Guillen, stepped to the plate. Guillen sent a line drive into the corner near Pesky's pole, but right fielder Tom Brunansky made a brilliant catch, preserving the victory and sending the Red Sox to their second American League Championship Series in 3 years. Here tonight, in recognition of this Hall of Fame moment, please welcome Tom Brunansky. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a hand to this year's 5 Red Sox Hall of Fame inductees and our memorable moment creator.
Ladies and gentlemen, as part of our 2010 Red Sox Hall of Fame induction celebration, we now invite tonight's honorees to the mound to deliver the ceremonial first pitch. And catching their pitches will be members of the 2010 Boston Red Sox. Okay, fire away. Thank you very much. Congratulations to all of you on your well-deserved honors. And now let's go back upstairs to Carl Bean, the voice of Fenway Park.
Thank you, Don and Joe, and congratulations again to our Hall of Fame inductees. And finally, for the two words we'd love to hear, please welcome the children of Red Sox Hall of Famer John Valentin, 15-year-old Justin and 14-year-old Kendall Valentin.
Play ball. Play ball.
Play ball. I just want to play. Whatever the inning, whoever is winning, it's all the same. Play ball. I just want to say.
By Southwest Airlines, New England Subaru dealers, Dunkin' Donuts, New England Ford dealers, Hagar, your local Massachusetts BMW Center, Cooper Tires, and by Bermuda Tourism. Hey, good evening once again, everybody. Welcome back to Fenway Park, Game 1 of this three-game series between the Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. And the Hall of Fame ceremony here at Fenway Park just moments ago Earlier today, of course, the official ceremony, but here in front of the fans, Tommy Harper honored here tonight.
Dodgers in the Cubs.
Oh, John Valentin.
Transitioned into the
Jimmy Pearsall here at Fenway Park tonight. And, of course, Jerry, your old manager, Don Zimmer. Some special moments here tonight at Fenway.
Well, you can tell Zim was very touched by that. And I got to tell you, Don, I like the way they do this now. They've changed it where they have it here at the luncheon at the ballpark and the ceremony on the field. And I think that's a great thing for the fans to see these guys go into the Red Sox Hall of Fame. I really do.
Gives the fans a chance to welcome them into the Hall of Fame here at Fenway Park where they did their work.
Right.
Well, it's time now to take a look at the game notes brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. John Lackey 0-3 in his last 3 starts. First time he has lost 3 consecutive starts since 2006. Red Sox are 11-4 versus the Blue Jays this season. It's the second straight season they've won 11 games against Toronto. It's been amazing in that regard. And Brett Cecil is 1-1 in 2 starts versus Boston this year. He was not allowed a home run in 12 2/3 innings. Last season against the Red Sox, he allowed 7 home runs in 9 innings. Well, it is on the cool side here tonight as things have definitely cooled off. The good news is it is not raining. There's a light drizzle following earlier here at the ballpark, but John Lackey leading the Red Sox onto the field tonight to get it started. Let's check out the visiting Toronto Blue Jays starting 9. Fred Lewis leads it off in left field. Yunel Escobar is at shortstop batting second. Jose Batista in right field bats third with Vernon Wells in center field in the cleanup spot. Lyle Overbay at first base with Aaron Hill at second base batting sixth. It is Adam Lynn, the DH, batting seventh. John Buck does the catching, he bats eighth. And Edwin Encarnacion, he's at third base, he bats ninth. On the mound for the Red Sox tonight is John Lackey, making his 30th start of the year. 12-2 or 12-10 his record coming in with a 4.45 earned run average. Opponents hitting at .283 against Lackey, has 134 Ks and 190 innings. And a loss last time out against the Athletics in a 7-inning effort. He gave up 3 runs, didn't walk anybody, and struck out 6, but did take the loss against the A's.
The Red Sox defense is 7th in the league. They've made 95 errors on the season. It'll be Adrian Beltre at third base, Jed Lowry the shortstop, Mako Scudero at second, and Mike Lowell the first baseman. Left to right, Bill Hall, Ryan Kalish, and Donnell McDonald, and Victor Martinez doing the catching for John Lackey.
Umpiring crew tonight. Jerry Davis has a play calling the balls and strikes. Sam Holbrook at first base. Greg Gibson at second base. And Brian Knight is the umpire at third. We're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas noches, amigos.
A very successful road trip, especially the end of it for the Red Sox as they swept the Seattle Mariners. And coming home here to take on a Toronto Blue Jays team that is exactly at 500. The Jays come in at 73-73. They are 15.5 games back of the Rays for Cito Gaston. And the Blue Jays this year with some pretty impressive home run numbers as they come into Fenway Park to begin this 3-game weekend series.
And it is nice to be home.
Yes, it is. Red Sox getting back very early in the morning from Seattle and enjoying what was left of the off day yesterday. Ready to play tonight. Lackey's first pitch of the ball game is in there for strike one, and we're underway. Fred Lewis, 260 average, 8 homers, 36 runs batted in, and the lines went into right field for a base hit. Now waiting around and aboard to begin things here in the first inning.
Looked like that might have been a changeup from Lackey, and Lewis gets out in front of it, pulls it between that hole at first and second for the base hit. It was the changeup from Lackey. So Lewis, who presents some speed, is at first base.
Lewis will be held on by Lowell at first base. As Yunel Escobar digs in, the former Atlanta Brave. Escobar 297, 4 homers, and 15 runs batted in since coming over. Lines one towards the gap in right center field. This will get down. Heading from first to third is Lewis. It's cut off by McDonald, who gets it back in. And All of a sudden, first and third, nobody out in the first inning for the Blue Jays.
You got two guys at the top of the lineup that have had success against John Lackey. Escobar came into the game 2 for 4 against Lackey. He doesn't wait around. He jumps on that first fastball for the base hit. So the Blue Jays off quickly here in the top of the first inning.
At the corners, nobody out. Jose Bautista coming up. Bautista and his 47 home runs. 111 runs batted in. It's at 262. Most home runs in the National League. Albert Pujols with 39. So the Major League leader by 8 as this pitch in there for a strike. And it's 0-1 to Jose Bautista. Second in RBIs. He's got 111 on the year. Miguel Cabrera leading with 118. As Bautista pops it up in a shallow right. McDonald coming in. Out goes Scudero. And Scudero makes the catch. It'll draw a throw. His bluffing was Lewis. But it remains at third base with one down.
Now John Lackey, 2 straight breaking balls, 2 curveballs to Bautista, and gets that pop up to second base. Here's the curveball from Lackey, pops it up, and then Scudero calls off the outfielder, and then has to make a throw to home plate as Lewis was bluffing down that line just to draw a throw, hoping it would be a bad throw.
First and third, one down here in the first inning, and it brings up Vernon Wells. 272, 27 homers, 78 runs batted in. It's in tight for ball 1 to Wells. Fifth in the league in extra base hits with 71. He's tied for fifth in doubles with 41 and leads all center fielders in the major leagues with 27 home runs on the year. Ground ball to shortstop. Lowry will go to second for 1. On to first for 2. Lackey gets out of the jam in the first inning with a double play. The Red Sox are coming up. The Red Sox starting lineup is brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. Marco Scudero leads it off at second base with Darnell McDonald in right field batting second. Victor Martinez doing the catching third with Adrian Beltre at third base in the cleanup spot. David Ortiz at DH. Mike Roll at first base bats sixth. Jed Lowry at shortstop batting 7th. Bill Hall in left field bats 8th. And Ryan Kalish in center field bats 9th. Brett Cecil ready to work. The first pitch to Marco Scudero is in there for strike 1. Now for Cecil, he is 12-7 coming into this outing. From Dunkirk, Maryland. As the pitch misses to Scudero, and it's a ball and a strike. His 26th start, 4.12 earned run average. And opponent's hitting at .253 against Cecil. Scudero hits a high fly ball to left field. Fred Lewis, shy of the track, is underneath it, and he makes the catch for the first out.
The defense tonight for Toronto Blue Jays, they're 4th in the league with 81 errors on the season. Edward Encarnacion will be at third base. Yunel Escobar, the shortstop. Aaron Hill at second. And Lyle Overbay, the first baseman. Left to right, Fred Lewis. 3 gold gloves for Vernon Wells. Jose Batista. Doing the catching will be John Buck. And a mound, of course, Brett Cecil.
One out here in the first inning. Darnell McDonald in on the right side. And right down the middle for strike 1. McDonald starting the night hitting at .269, 9 homers. There are 32 runs batted in.
In his career, Cecil has made 4 starts against the Red Sox. He is 1-3 with a 6.23 ERA.
Line towards left center field, in for a base hit. Gets down as Wells cuts it off quickly. McDonald will throw the brakes on and get back to the bag at first, having to slide to get back to the bag at first.
Well, that's a heck of a play by Vernon Wells out there to get to that ball. It looked like it was going to shoot the gap, and it would be a double for Darnell McDonald. Line shot, but Wells cuts it off, and McDonald has to put the brakes on. Get back to first base.
Well, Darnell snapping an 0-for-11 skid. And at first base with 1 out here in the first inning. Here's Victor Martinez. 290 with 15 homers and 66 runs batted in. Victor was 6 for 26 on the road trip. So he takes strike 1. After a conversation with Jerry Davis, home plate umpire. And Brett Cecil earlier this year, back on May 3rd at Cleveland, took a perfect game into the 7th inning. Lost it with 1 out, and then the no-hitter would go 3 batters later. Won 5-1, finishing with 8 innings of 1-hit ball, and set a career high with 10 strikeouts against the Indians back on May 3rd. As it's strike 2, and it's 0-2 now to Martinez.
Martinez has had great success against lefties this season, but only a .214 average against Cecil.
9 RBIs this year in 10 games against the Blue Jays for Martinez. Friday Night Baseball on NESN is brought to you by Ace Ticket. Great seats at great prices. One out here in the bottom of the first inning. Darnell McDonald at first base. And Victor Martinez down on the count 0-2. To left field. Deep, far, and towards the monster seats and gone. 2-run home run for Victor Martinez, his 16th home run of the year. And the Red Sox take a 2-0 lead.
Victor Martinez now at 16 home runs. 10 of them now have come off left-handed pitching. either a slider or a cut fastball right here that Martinez gets the head of the bat out and finds those monster seats. As we mentioned, he was only hitting .214 off Cecil. That will quickly change.
So a chance for the Jays in the first, but a big double play turn by the Red Sox. Now the Red Sox on a 2-run home run by Victor Martinez have a 2-0 advantage. During the 2010 Red Sox season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Red Sox Foundation for every home run hit by the Red Sox. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. In 15 games this month, Victor Martinez now with 14 RBIs. As Adrian Beltre waits on a 2-0 and lines it to short, caught by Escobar. His second out of the first inning. And for Brett Cecil, that was the first home run that he's given up to the Red Sox this season. 2 down for David Ortiz. Red Sox DH hitting at .262, securing his 30th home run as part of the Red Sox last road trip. 91 runs batted in. Now it's outside for ball one. There's at least an extra base hit in each of his last 3 games. Able to get his 30th home run on a 3-run shot in the 8th inning on Tuesday night at Seattle, which at the time put the Red Sox on top 7-5. His 6th career 30 home run campaign, and his first since 2007. Grounds him with a shift right side. Hill is there, and the toss to first that ends the inning. 2-run shot for Victor Martinez, a 2-0 Red Sox lead. Top half of the second inning, 2-0. Red Sox on top of the Jays thanks to Victor Martinez's 2-run home run. Kyle Overbay, Aaron Hill, and Adam Lynn bat in the second inning. Overbay taking the strike, and it's 1-1. John Lackey had kind of a tough beginning in the first inning, giving up singles to Lewis and to Escobar, and all of a sudden Blue Jays had runners at first and third, nobody out, but he got out of the jam unscathed.
He went to his breaking ball. He went to the curveball to get the pop up to second base. It was also a curveball that he got the double play on.
Fly ball to left down the line towards the corner, and it is a fair ball off the wall. Overbay headed for second base. Throw is going to be close, but he's in safely, sliding with a double off the wall to begin the inning.
Well, no shortage of offense here early in this ball game. A fastball down and away, but some nice hitting there by Overbay, taking it to the opposite field and planting it off that left field wall. Lackey can't believe it because he made a pretty good pitch on that. Down and away from Overbay.
So Overbay at second base, nobody out. Aaron Hill, the batter. With 24 home runs, 63 runs batted in, and 211 batting average from a first-round draft choice for the Jays, who takes ball one. Those 24 home runs, ranking second in the American League among second basemen. There's 3 shy of the home run total of Robinson Cano of the New York Yankees, who has 27 home runs on the year. Overbay at second base, nobody out here in the second inning. For every strikeout by Red Sox pitchers, Ace Ticket has made a donation to the Red Sox Foundation and the Jimmy Fund. Entering tonight's game, Ace has donated $97,000. Thank you, Ace Ticket. John Lackey looking for his first K of the night as Kyle Overbay has doubled to begin the second inning. 2-1 to Aaron Hill. Hits him on the hands. And he'll head down to first base. Hit batsman.
Lackey trying to come inside with that fastball too far inside. And it looks like it gets Hill off that right forearm. Right around the wrist area, maybe.
For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Red Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to the Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. Well, again, 2 on without anybody out. That's how John Lackey started the first inning. He's done it again here in the second. And Adam Lind is coming up. Another power threat like all the Jays really are. Lind with 22 home runs on the year. As he takes ball one. It's part of our key matchup, which is brought to you by New England Honda dealers. He's 7 for 15. Not have a home run against Lackey, 3 doubles and 2 RBIs. Outside, it's 2-0. Lynn now with 20-plus home runs in back-to-back seasons. So 57 total home runs in the last 2 years. As he fouls that one off Victor, and it's now 2-1.
Lackey got away with a high breaking ball here. This ball's going to stay up. And fortunately, Adam Lind fouls it off the mask of Victor Martinez.
Well, this season he is 0 for 13 at Fenway Park, but overall in 11 games against the Red Sox, the number is very impressive for him. And obviously most of that damage done at the Rogers Center. 2-1 framed by Martinez, but his ball 3-1.
Lackey wanted that, but apparently too low. Put right at the bottom of the strike zone.
Lynn sends it towards the gap in right center field. This will get down. From second base, Lyle Overbay will score. Aaron Hill is being waved around. Throw to the plate from Scudero is up the line, and the Blue Jays tie the score at 2-a-side. Adam Lynn shoots the gap in right center field. 2-run score, and it's 2-2.
Well, a pitch that got Lackey out of trouble in the first inning, the curveball, that's what Adam Lynn gets right here, and he finds the gap out there in right center field. A slide out here by Kalish, and he bobbles it around a little bit. By the time he picks up, he's going to wave that second runner home. So the Blue Jays very quickly tie the score.
Get all the refreshment you need this season by heading over to the Chill Zone at Cumberland Farms. There you'll get to choose from all your favorite fountain and frozen flavors for just 79 cents any size. The Chill Zone, only at Cumberland Farms. Well, an aggressive move by Maine native and third base coach Brian Butterfield, and nobody out in the inning, as he has Aaron Hill score all the way from first base. And the Blue Jays tie the score at 2-2. There's Butter, who has been an outstanding coach for the Blue Jays for a long time and has been on many of the Blue Jays coaching staffs, managerial changes. He has remained on their staff.
And you know him well enough to call him Butter?
I do indeed.
Wow.
I can tell you this, his granddaughter's name is Madison, and she lives in Maine. How about that for information? That is not in the media guide.
You know that because your daughter's name's Madison.
There you go. The 1-0 is popped up, and the shortstop Lowry out on the outfield grass, and he'll make the catch on the first out of the second inning.
And Butter told that runner at second base to hold up on that.
Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. One down, Adam Lynn at second base, and Edwin Encarnacion in on the right side. As he takes strike one. Number 9 man in the order with 14 home runs. 37 runs batted in and a .243 average. Quickly down on the count, 0-2. Swing and a miss. Lackey needed that as he strikes out Encarnacion. Did his first K and his second out here of the second inning.
Elevates the fastball when he was ahead of Encarnacion and gets the swing and miss. So now 2 outs and that runner still at second base.
Fred Lewis stands in, takes a strike over the outside corner. We'll be keeping an eye on this tonight. Alex Rodriguez has hit his 24th home run of the year. And the Yankees have a 1-0 advantage over the Orioles. And this pitch, it's Fred Lewis, second batter hit of the inning for the Blue Jays. First it was Aaron Hill, and now Fred Lewis.
And that one directly in the back of Fred Lewis. They wanted to go inside again to see Martinez, but the way inside for John Lackey. And with first base open, sometimes you wonder.
So 2 on, 2 down. Miguel Escobar, the batter. Takes a strike over the outside corner. Escobar with a single to center field in the first inning, 1 for 1. And already 4 hits for the Blue Jays and an inning in 2/3 for John Lackey. Roller foul. Escobar fouls off himself.
think got him in a bad spot, Don. He had to choose a spot to get hit. That wouldn't be it.
Not near the top of the list. Strike 3 call. Lackey with 2 Ks in the inning, but for the Blue Jays, 2 runs in the inning. 2-2 game after an inning and a half.
Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Foxwoods.
Bottom of the second inning, game tied 2-2, and Mike Lowell leading it off for Boston. Lowell, Lowry, and Hall expected here in the second inning. Brett Cecil giving up 2 runs in the first inning on the 2-run home run by Victor Martinez. That's the Blue Jays offense, and they can do it in a hurry. They did. Came right back, tied the game 2-2. Line to left center field, in for a base hit. Mike Lowell starts the second inning with a ringing single to left.
Yeah, Mike Lowell gets the fastball from Cecil, the hard line drive to left field for the base hit. So the Red Sox already with 3 hits in the ball game tonight, including that big home run by Victor Martinez.
Lowell at first base. Jed Lowry the batter. 258. 6 homers and 16 runs batted in. Lowry having a chance to play on an everyday basis now, and in his much more comfortable position of shortstop with Marco Scudero's shoulder ailing and playing at second base. And Lowry in 6 games against the Blue Jays this year, a .385 batting average. Lowry lifts a fly ball into center field. Vernon Wells coming in and puts it away for out number 1. Tonight at 11:30, Doug Flutie takes you into his home for a look at his life off the field and the work that he does through the Doug Flutie Jr. Foundation on After the Game, presented by Ace Ticket. Learn more at NESN.com/afterthegame.
Had a chance to see some of that prior to our game today, and it looks like a pretty good show.
The coolest thing of it all is that he's got all of the jerseys he played in, whether it be in Canada or in the NFL, and the helmets.
Yeah.
As part of his tour. And
well, he copied the helmets thing from you.
Yeah. The difference is he actually wore them on the field.
Hey, you've had a busy day, man. I tell you, you and TC emceeing the Hall of Fame ceremony for the luncheon. You had the Red Sox report. You had the ceremony on the field, and now he's just going to do a game. That's all.
Well, it's been a fun day. I think you're right, though. I think it is great that they now honor the Hall of Famers here at Fenway Park before the game.
I like that change. I really do.
In the past, a very nice dinner that was done in November, but a chance here for them to be here at Fenway Park and the fans to recognize them. Great to see Zim as always.
And nice to see that he got a nice ovation from the fans here in Boston. That wasn't always the case.
Here's a pop-up back at first base. Overbay is there, and he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. And the luncheon you spoke of today was held here at the EMC Club at Fenway Park. And not only the Hall of Famers this year, but past Hall of Famers, yourself included, as part of today's event. And I have to say, Jerry, I think the new jackets are a very nice touch. I noticed they added that this year.
It's kind of nice. And we got to keep them, too.
You did?
Yeah.
It's not one of those things we just put it on for the Hall of Fame event every year and have to give it back?
Nope, you keep it. Yeah, unless somebody comes to the booth and steals it from you.
So you can wear that blue jacket during an entire road trip.
No, they notice that because of the red patch. See, they would notice that, Don.
2 down here in the second inning. Roll at first base and pitch missing to Ryan Kalish. Kalish at 250, 4 homers and 22 runs batted in. A pop-up, foul ground, Buck coming back and reaching into the crowd, but can't make the play. And into a bit of a collision with a fan in the first row. Tim Wakefield was in the way.
Wow. And Tim took one pretty hard, too.
Tim took a shot. John Buck's a big boy.
Yeah. Poor guy wasn't even looking at John Buck. He was looking at the baseball, and he got smoked.
This one fouled off. So part of the game.
Yeah, keep your eye on that catcher. Watch the ball, but keep your eye on that catcher.
Glasses are fine. He's taking inventory on himself. Give Ryan Kalish another chance here. 30th pitch from Cecil, and it is down low, 2-2. Broken bat, grounder right side. Hill will get there, but can Overbay get back? He does. Nice play by Overbay. First diving for the ball, then getting back to retrieve the throw. He played 2, tied at 2. Third inning back at Fenway Park, tied 2-2. Jose Bautista leading it off and taking strike one. The Blue Jays have already amassed 4 hits in the first 2 innings and get their 2 runs in the second inning. As Bautista takes a pitch down and away, 1-1. And he popped out to the second baseman, Marco Scudero, back in the first inning. 47 home runs for Jose Bautista. And the pitch outside, 2-1. Back-to-back innings. Lackey's allowed the first 2 runners to reach. Scott's products keep your lawn lush and green. Visit Lowe's for a chance to win a VIP World Series experience. Compliments of Scott's. The 2-2 to Bautista is fouled off just above us.
Don, you mentioned the 47 home runs for Bautista. The next guy closest to him is Paul Konerko of the White Sox. He has 37.
Ground ball foul. And in the National League, Albert Pujols with 39 set the pace in the National League. So closest guy 8 home runs off. Far and away the home run leader. Likely the winner in that category. The 2-2 pitch. Popped up. From third base comes Beltre. And Adrian makes the catch for the first down of the third inning. Let's check in with Heidi.
Well, Don, J.D. Drew is not in the lineup for a 4th straight game after jamming his ankle sliding back into first base in Oakland on Sunday. Now, Terry Francona said he'll likely be back in there tomorrow, but he talked about the decision to keep him out of the lineup today.
Pretty good. We just, after not playing for 3 days, day off, and just kind of thought we'll get him in here and hopefully we'll take BP and get him back going, and we'd start him tomorrow and have him available today. Just didn't see any, we got guys that go out there and they've actually done a pretty good job, and get him a day to kind of settle in.
Drew has been the most consistent outfielder for the Red Sox this season. He's played in 127 of the team's 146 games. Drew said it's not necessarily because he's felt healthier this year than in years past, but more a product of the team really needing him to be out there with all the injuries they've dealt with, especially in the outfield. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. So likely seeing J.D. tomorrow, maybe in Game 2 if all goes well. There's that injury taking place in Oakland, trying to get back to the bag at first. Pitch inside has Wells jumping back out of the way, 1-2. Wells grounding into a 6-4-3 double play back in the first inning. Big double play for Lackey. Wells on the ground again to short. Lowry's got it again. And there's 2 down in the inning. Red Sox Nation, if you need medical care at Fenway, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Two down here in the third inning. Lyle Overbay doubled his first time up, came around to score the first Blue Jays run of the night. Well, very sad news, Jerry. All of us here at Nesson and the Red Sox want to send our condolences to the Payton family. Gene Payton spent 25 years as a member of the Red Sox family in the event operations department as an usher and supervisor. Gene, one of Fenway's friendliest faces, passed away last weekend, and our thoughts and prayers are with his family and many friends who he touched.
And a moment of silence for him, a pride of the ball game tonight.
Overbay and a check swing chopper to third. Beltre rounds behind it, throws off balance and in time. A lot on the throw. Overbay is gone. So are the Jays in the third, tied at 2 after 2.5. great deep dish pizza, think again. Think flavorful like avocado egg rolls. Think quality like certified Angus beef. Think Uno, way deeper than pizza. Last half of the third inning back at Fenway Park. Game tied 2-2. And the top of the Red Sox order, Marco Scutaro, Darnell McDonald, and Victor Martinez expected in the inning. As Scutaro takes strike one. Marco flied out to the left fielder, Fred Lewis, in the first inning. Nothing away, ball three. But Cecil has given up 3 hits in the first 2 innings. And the 2 runs, the 2-run shot by Victor Martinez in the first. There's a strike, full count. To right field, Batista back a step to make the catch for the first out of the third inning. It's time now for tonight's Twisted but True Fact. On Tuesday, the White Sox opened up their biggest series of the year versus the Twins, and one member got ready in a different way. Brent Lillibridge spent the night prior to the opener waiting in line to buy the new video game Halo Reach. Lillibridge tweeted a picture of the line he was standing in. No word how he did playing the game, but the White Sox were swept by the Twins. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea is the refreshing hard iced tea that tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted. Ever waited all night in line for video games?
No, I don't. No, I don't think I have. But it's almost like Christmas shopping for kids. You know, when they want something special, and mom's trying. Well, Santa Claus is trying to get that special gift right next to Christmas. Sometimes you got to wait in line.
Whether it's a Cabbage Patch doll or Elmo, or depending on what year it is, tough to come by in some cases. Aha, there was a change. John McDonald is at second base. We saw the umpire with his lineup card as this is popped up in his direction. Glad we know now, because here he is. Sean McDonald makes the catch for the second out, as Aaron Hill has been replaced.
Yeah, he got hit by a pitch in the hand and around the wrist area, so maybe that's the reason he's out of the game. And McDonald in. A couple of guys hit so far in this game tonight. Hill getting it off the wrist, it looked like. And then off the back of Lewis in the second inning. So Hill out of the game, McDonald in.
2 down here in the third. Victor Martinez with a 2-run home run, his 16th home run of the year in the first inning to put the Red Sox at the time on top 2-0. Take strike one from Brett Cecil. The Angels have taken a 3-1 lead over Tampa Bay at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg. Bobby Abreu.
Yeah, go ahead, Angels. Go ahead.
Torrey Hunter also with RBIs. This is off Wade Davis as Martinez lines to left. What's lost in the lights was Fred Lewis, but he makes the catch. That ends things in the third. A 1-2-3 third inning on 11 pitches. Tied at 2 at the end of 3. Fourth inning at Fenway Park, game tied 2-2. And it is John McDonald who took over defensively for Aaron Hill, who struck either on the wrist or forearm on a pitch from John Lackey. It leaves the game. McDonald took over defensively and now bats for the first time. 248 average, 6 home runs, 17 runs batted in, largely off the bench for the Jays. A swing and a miss, 1-1. John McDonald out of Providence College, Connecticut native, waiting on a 1-1. Outside, ball 2. Nick Markakis with a sacrifice fly for the Orioles.
Let's go, O's.
Tied it up 1-1. Kevin Millwood pitching for the Orioles, and what an inspired group they have been under Buck Showalter. It's been amazing. McDonald now, Lynn next, and then John Buck here in the fourth inning, 6, 7, and 8. As McDonald takes strike 2, full count. Lackey had his first 1-2-3 inning in the third inning. McDonald swings and misses and strikes out. Third strikeout for John Lackey, one down in the fourth inning.
And the first he's had tonight on the breaking ball. Good curveball here from Lackey. Starts it away from John McDonald and finishes off the plate. The other 2 strikeouts coming on fastballs.
Stretch of 5 in a row retired by Lackey. One down here in the fourth inning. Adam Lynn, the batter, he doubled. And knocked in 2 runs in the second inning.
I was looking at that Tampa Bay. It seems like they've been home for a month.
Yes, every day.
Every day they play in Tampa Bay.
It's quite a stretch for the rest of the season at Tropicana Field. Fastball in at 91 sends Lind darting out of the box.
Got to move that head quickly to get out of the way of that pitch.
Turns on this, lines it to right. It's in for a base hit in front of Darnell McDonald. And Adam Lind is 2 for 2 against John Lackey.
Well, you had the matchup. 467 coming into the game. He's got a double, a drive, and 2 runs, and now he hits the breaking ball for the base hit. Both hits coming on the breaking ball from John Lackey.
So now 9 for 17, hitting at 529 off John Lackey. 1 out, 1 on. John Buck, the batter. Buck hits a fly ball out to right field. Darnell McDonald coming in. And he makes the catch, 2 down in the inning. Professional football is about to hit Nesson tomorrow afternoon, live at 2:30. Dante Culpepper leads the Sacramento Mountain Lions against Josh McCown and the Hartford Colonials in United Football League action. For more info, hit Nesson.com/UFL.
I'll take Hartford in the spread.
2 down in the inning. Lind at first. And it's strike 1 to Edwin Encarnacion. The 1 pitch is outside, and it's 1-1. Inside, ball 3, 3-1. I'm going to send a happy birthday wish along to longtime Red Sox fan Anna Valenti. I knew I was going to blow it. 85 years of age, Anna Valenti. And is Guy Spina's aunt and godmother. Of course, Guy Spina works up here on our level. And the press box it has for a very long time. 3-1 pitch fouled back to the screen. Full count.
Yeah, you don't get to our level without getting by Guy.
No. Nobody gets to us.
No.
Without getting by Guy.
Guy takes care of all of that.
And he wanted to make sure to take care of his aunt and godmother. 3-2 pitch gets by to the backstop on ball 4. And rounding second base is Lind.
That ball not even close on 3-2 from John Lackey.
Get one of the best sports sections in the country delivered to your home every day. Sign up now for convenient Boston Globe home delivery. Call 888-MY-GLOBE or go to bostonglobe.com/sports. 2 down here in the 4th inning. Runners at first and second, and Fred Lewis, the batter. He singled in the first inning, hit by a pitch in the second. And Lackey missing the mark again, down 1-0. As Victor Martinez will pay a visit. 61 pitches through 3 2/3 innings for John Lackey. Inside to Lewis, and it's 2-0. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Toronto. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Boston. Jays batting here in the top half of the 4th inning. 2 outs, 2 on, and Lewis trying to do some damage here. He got hit in the back last time he was up. Ahead in the count here, 2-0. Lewis gets under it and hits a fly ball to right field. Playable for McDonald and Wright. Makes the catch, and that ends the 4th inning. The Blue Jays strand a pair, tied at 2 after 3.5.
Supercar Road Trip's second annual Connecticut Exotic Rally. Sunday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Foxwoods Resort Casino and MGM Grand, as Foxwoods turns the first level of the Great Cedar Garage into a supercar haven to benefit the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Last half of the fourth inning, game tied 2-2. And Adrian Beltre leading it off. Beltre, Ortiz, and Lowell expected here against Brett Cecil. Red Sox getting their 2 runs in the first on a 2-run home run by Victor Martinez. Blue Jays with a 2-run double from Adam Lind in the second inning. And the game tied 2-2 here in the fourth. Did he go? No, says Sam Holbrook. Popped up. Second baseman John McDonald out on the outfield grass. Makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Let's check back in with Heidi.
Well, Don, David Ortiz hit his 30th home run of the season Tuesday night in Seattle. It was his first 30-plus home run season since 2007. I had a chance to sit down with Sox hitting coach Dave Magadan, and I asked him if he thinks Ortiz's bat has slowed or if he should be back next season.
I think for the most part he's silenced a lot of the critics, and I don't know where we'd be without him. You know, with all these injuries that we've had, he's been a mainstay in the middle of the lineup, and you know, he's on pace to hit 30 and driving 100. That's not easily done nowadays. So, you know, the contract that's up for the front office, I'm not going to worry about that. I know that, you know, I think he's changed a lot of minds throughout baseball, and he's a force to be reckoned with when he's up at the plate.
Ortiz's contract is up after the season, but he does have an option the team can pick up for $12.5 million. Now, Ortiz has rebounded from a dismal April to being named the AL Player of the Month in May, and now he's batting .262 with 30 home runs and 91 RBI. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. Big Papi made a believer out of me. I got to be honest with you, Jerry, looking at April when he was not catching up to fastballs, it did appear late into April like this could be the end of the line for David Ortiz, and boy, he turned it around, and it certainly changed a lot of minds, mine included.
Well, you know, Don, I had a feeling early in the season watching David that he was pressing so much to get off to a good start because of what happened last year. Remember, last year, he didn't have a home run until June.
No, it was 2 months.
It was 2 months. And I think that he wanted to prove everybody wrong right out of the chute. And I think that worked against him this year. You know, in that first month of the season.
And it started right away.
Yeah.
I mean, right away.
Right out of the chute. You know, then you got the whole thing, should Lowell DH, should Ortiz DH, and there were times when he got pinch hit for early in the season.
That couldn't have helped his psyche at all. But to think that he would end up where he is now seemed unimaginable at the end of the first month.
And, you know, he's hit some pitches, and you know, it takes a trained baseball eye to see a guy like Dave Magadan, you know, who was a hitting coach. But, you know, he's hit some pitches that, you know, if you were all done, you could see it. You know, he'd be way behind him. He'd be, you know, there'd be no contact. There'd be strikeouts on him. He's hit some of those pitches for home runs, like the one he hit against Brandon League out in Seattle. Some folks probably didn't see the game. It was late. But, I mean, you know, those are the kind of pitches that he's still hitting. So he's got, in my opinion, he's got plenty left.
As Heidi mentioned, $12.5 million. Certainly they could come back and readjust that and add years, which I'm sure David Ortiz would be accepting of. You know how much David Ortiz likes playing in Boston. It would seem like something that would be reasonable. The 3-2 pitch is ball 4, and down to first base goes Big Papi. A patient at bat, and first walk given up by Brett Cecil.
You know, it's tough when you're a DH like Ortiz, you know, and you get off to a start like he did in April because, I mean, you do basically nothing but hit. Yep. You know, you get up 4 or 5 times a game. Other than that, you're sitting in the clubhouse. You know, you're in the batting cage. You're doing different things to try to get hot. There's nothing you can do in the field to help, you know, to take your mind off it.
Had 1 home run in his first 56 at-bats. 29 in his last 413 at-bats. I have a hard time imagining, though, if you went 0 for 4 in a game, and I'm talking about you, that you would forget about it even if you did something good in the field and just say, boy, I had a good night? I contributed in the field tonight. I feel good about myself. I just can't see it.
It's funny. It's if you make a good play and you help save a game, then you feel great about that. You
save a game, maybe.
Yeah. Winning the game takes the edge off. But when I was 0 for 4, I was not a very happy guy.
I can't imagine.
No. I mean, you don't play to go 0 for 4.
No.
It's fun getting hits.
Can't imagine, not that you ever did, but 0 for 18 or 0 for 20, how that was going for you.
Sure, I had plenty of those.
1-1. Lowell takes strike 2 after he fouled a pitch off himself. He is down 1-2.
Then they used to kill me is they used to say to me, because I could bunt, if I was in a slump, they said, drop a bunt down. It seemed like when I was in a slump, I couldn't bunt either.
It's off the end of the bad foul.
And you don't care what kind of hit you get.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what kind. It doesn't have to be a line drive. It doesn't have to be a gapper. It can be a little dribble down that field, boy, and you feel good about yourself,
Inside to Lowell, and it evens up at 2-2. Lowell now, Lowry next. 1 out in the home half of the 4th inning. Back towards the mound. Cecil will go to second base for 1, on to first for 2. Ends the inning. Nice play by McDonald at second base to retrieve that throw. We're tied at 2 at the end of 4. Powered by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. 2-2 pitch, or 2-2 pitch, 2-2 boot.
The 2-2.
Start over again.
The 2-2.
It is a 2-2 game as we head to the top half of the 5th inning. Miguel Escobar is 1 for 2. He singled in the first inning. He struck out in the second. Escobar, Batista, and Wells to bat here in the 5th. John Lackey in the midst of this 2-2 game. The Orioles have taken a 2-1 lead tonight over New York.
Way to go, O's.
In the 4th inning in Baltimore. Escobar with a half-hearted swing, changed his mind in the middle, and it's 2-2.
Once again, Lackey goes back to that breaking ball to Escobar, gets him to chase one that's well off the plate.
Adam Jones in that game for Baltimore with a solo home run. Gave the Orioles a 2-1 advantage over New York. A.J. Burnett pitching against Millwood. This one flared to right center, falling fast and in for a hit. Kicked by McDonald all the way back to the infield. And on at first base is Escobar to begin things here in the 5th. Second hit for Yunel Escobar.
Well, you could tell that ball was going to drop in front of Donnell McDonald. It was just not hitting long enough, far enough for him to make the catch. But then the deflection from the glove takes it in towards second base, which was kind of a break for the Red Sox. That keeps Escobar at first base with a single.
There is Jose Bautista 0 for 2 in the game. Mackey's been able to get him to pop out twice. Once to the second baseman, Marco Scudero, and once to Adrian Beltre at third base. Bautista out ahead of this, sends it high and foul out of play. 1-1. This is one of those where you really didn't see it coming. The most home runs Bautista's had in his career in any year is 16. Did that with Pittsburgh back in 06. 47 home runs heading into tonight's action. The league leaders are brought to you by Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer of the New England Sports Network. And there's the list. 47 for Bautista. Knurk goes second in the American League with 37. David Ortiz with 30. Tied with Mark Teixeira. As I mentioned earlier, Albert Pujols has 39 in the National League, and Bautista didn't think he went and called a strike by Jerry Davis. 2-2.
Take another look from the side. Ooh, I don't think he did go.
Let's see his point.
Yes. Surprised Davis didn't ask for help.
Runner goes. There is ball 3. The throw from Victor is not going to be in time. And Yunel Escobar in second base with a stolen base. In a scoring position with nobody out.
That's the first steal for Escobar in a uniform of the Blue Jays. Blue Jays do not run very much. Matter of fact, they are last in the league in stolen bases. 6 total on the season for Escobar. Red Sox are next to last, and the Blue Jays are last in stolen bases.
Well, as Victor Martinez heads out to the mound, let's check in with a game break in. Tom Caron, TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. Back here at Fenway Park, game tied 2-2. As the Blue Jays threaten here in the 5th, they have Yunel Escobar at second base, nobody out. And Jose Bautista waiting on a 3-2. That is ball 4. As he heads down to first base with his second walk of the night served up by John Lackey. So 2 on, nobody out. And Vernon Wells coming up. Wells has grounded out twice to the Red Sox shortstop Jed Lowry. Turned into a double play in the first inning, and last time grounded out to Jed in the 3rd. And almost gets hit. Pitch gets away from Victor Martinez. He did get hit. So this will load the bases, and that is the third hit batsman for Lackey in this game. Wells had almost got hit earlier in an at-bat, and this time it does get him.
Yeah, it looks like it got him down around the knee area. Or up on the thigh, but there's no question the hit batter.
Pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. And John Lackey, 4+, 6 hits, 2 runs so far. Walked 2, struck out 3, and now hit 3 batters. So 2 batters in the second inning. Aaron Hill and Fred Lewis, and now he hits Vernon Wells. So the Blue Jays have the bases loaded. Nobody out here in the 5th. John Farrell back to the dugout as Victor Martinez continues the conversation. Wraps up now. And Lyle Overbay will be the batter. There is action for the first time tonight in the Red Sox pen. Michael Bowden starting to warm. Lackey had 75 pitches in his outing. Overbay doubled in the second, grounded out in the third, and after the first pitch, taps it foul.
Red Sox trying to minimize the damage. They're playing back for the double play, with the exception, of course, of Beltre at third base. They would certainly sacrifice the 1 run right here to get 2 outs.
Toronto 1 for 7 already tonight with runners in scoring position. Overbay lines it down the right field line, a fair ball. Scoring is Escobar from third. Batista will score. They get 2 runs on the double down the right field line by Lyle Overbay, and the Blue Jays take a 4-2 lead. Overbay's second double of the night.
And this one coming on a John Lackey changeup. A changeup that stays out over the plate, and Overbay right up over the head of Mike Lowell down that right field line. So they load the bases. They get the double to drive in 2. Here's the leap by Lowell, not nearly high enough.
Two doubles tonight, 34 in the year. Second and third, nobody out still. And John McDonald's second at bat since coming into the game for Aaron Hill was hit by a pitch in the wrist area and left the game. And McDonald struck out in his first at bat in the 4th inning. McDonald to left field. Hall going back, and he'll make the catch. Tagging at third as well as the throw is cut off. And the Blue Jays take a 5-2 lead. Sacrifice line out for John McDonald for the first out here in the 5th inning.
That ball also hit very hard off John Lackey, but right at Bill Hall in left field. But McDonald gets the run home. So the Blue Jays cashing in on their chances this inning.
Lyle Overbay at second base, 1 out in the inning, and Adam Lind has had success against John Lackey tonight. He doubled against him in the second inning to drive in 2 runs, and then singled in the 4th inning, so 2 for 2 already as he bats here in the top of the 5th. Michael Bowden has been joined by Dustin Richardson. Over the outside corner, strike 1 to Lynn. John Lackey about to throw his 80th pitch. 4 1/3 innings. Snap throw to second, and back on the bag safely is Overbay.
Pickoff attempt by Victor Martinez and Jed Lowry at second base. But Overbay not that far off the bag.
In the dirt, and it is now 2-1. I believe it is 1-2. 1-2 is the correct count. They have the scoreboard here at 2-1 in the wall and left, but it is 1-2 to Adam Lind. So fouled off to the left, hangs at 1-2. How often do you pay attention to the scoreboard as a batter, or do you know the count in your mind every time?
Can't remember looking at the scoreboard.
Ever.
I think you pretty much have it in your mind.
You're locked in, you know what's going on.
Every once in a while, if you see it on the scoreboard, you might want to ask the umpire.
Because then maybe you're wrong. To first and by Lowell very quickly. It's a fair ball. Then around from second base comes Lyle Overbay with his 6th run. It's rolling around down there in the corner. And still running to third base is Lind. He'll get there. That one was quickly by Mike Lowell at first base. And Lind ends up at third base. It's a double and an error. Charge to Darnell McDonald out there. And it's now a 6-2 lead for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Curveball by Lackey, gets by Mike Lowell, and then by Darnell McDonald. Bouncing around in that corner down there. And by the time McDonald gets it back in, it's 3 bases for Adam Lind. So that's going to be it for John Lackey tonight.
Okay. Webb Showrooms, Frank Webb's Bath Centers. For friendly, experienced guidance, find your showroom at frankwebb.com. John Lackey discouraged after his 4 1/3 inning effort. So far, charged with 6 runs on 8 hits. 6-2 Blue Jays have the lead with 1 out in the 5th. As this call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford Dealers. Michael Bowden into the game for Boston here in the 5th. His 10th appearance, no record, 3.60 earned run average. He's given up 13 hits in 10 innings, and opponents hitting at 325 against him. Infield in for the Red Sox, not all the way in, but partially in here with Adam Lind 90 feet away at third base, and the right-handed hitting catcher John Buck standing in. As Buck takes ball 1. Buck has popped out to shortstop and flied out to right. He is 0 for 2. Softly lined over that, brought in infield, and a base hit to right field produces Lind. And the 7th Blue Jays run of the night. Toronto on top 7-2. Just enough to get up over the outstretched glove of Marco Scutaro.
Exactly right. Red Sox have no option but to bring the infield in, already down in this ball game, and because of that, a little flare that's going to go right over the top of the glove of Marco Scutaro at second base.
There's Edwin and Encarnacion, who bats with a runner at first and still just one out. Encarnacion has struck out and walked in 2 plate appearances tonight. There's a strike, 1-1. So 4 1/3 innings for John Lackey in his 30th start of the year. 8 hits, 7 runs, walks 2, strikes out 3, and is on the hook as he came into tonight's action at 12 and 10 through just 83 pitches, 50 for strikes, and a couple of hits in the first. Gave up 2 runs in the second, had a 1-2-3 third, and 2 runners on in the fourth. Got out of it before the Blue Jays score 5 times here in the fifth. There's a drive down the left field line that is a foul ball. Out ahead is Encarnacion. That was a blast. On the ground to third base, Beltre will go to second for 1, on to first for 2. Red Sox go around the horn to end the inning. The Jays with the damage. They score 5 times, lead at 7-2. Largest selection of official gear. Get your gear from the official source, the RedSox.com shop. Accept no substitutes. Last half of the 5th inning back at Fenway Park, 7-2. Blue Jays on top of the Red Sox now, thanks to a 5-run top half of the 5th inning for the Blue Jays. A 22-minute wait for the Blue Jays starter, Brett Cecil. And his team gave him 5 runs of support and has a 5-run lead on top 7-2. Deals with the bottom third of the Red Sox order. Jed Lowry, Bill Hall, and Ryan Kalish. Lowry skies it foul to the right. Now to play, 1-2. Red Sox getting their runs in the first inning. A 2-run home run by Victor Martinez.
Love is in the air, Don.
Here's a pop-up. Right side, John McDonald back on the dirt of the infield for the first out of the inning. Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank. For each Red Sox win this month, the Eastern Bank Charitable Foundation will donate $500 to the Boys and Girls Club of Plymouth. One out in the fifth inning. Bill Hall, the batter, popped out to the first baseman Lyle Overbay in the second inning. As he takes ball one away.
I know I'm a day late, but we didn't have a game yesterday, so I'd like to wish my grandson Dominic a happy birthday. 13 years old.
Wow. That is unbelievable.
Yeah. And they'll be celebrating their birthday right here. Well, his birthday Sunday here at Fenway Park. Enjoying the ball game. They're going to go to a local restaurant after to have something to eat.
Really?
Yep.
Local restaurant with a familiar name. 3-0 pitch is outside, ball 4. And down to first goes Hall. Second walk given up by Brett Cecil. So 1 out, 1 on, and Ryan Kalish coming up. So the Gasson has enjoyed the home runs this year for the Blue Jays. And for the Blue Jays, the rest has not been quite as good. The pitching staff, 4.28 earned run average. They are 10th in the American League in that category. Defense has been pretty good. They're 4th in club fielding. It's just that they're in the American League East.
It's enough said.
Yeah. I mean, 73 wins would have them second in the American League West under the Oakland A's. This is a check swing and a strike. A loss tonight and a Yankees victory. The Toronto Blue Jays would officially be out of the playoff picture. I would say at 15 and a half games back right now, it's a long shot. In the dirt, and it's 2-1. However, the Yankees are losing tonight and they are winning. I wonder if they did the same kind of open we did tonight, where
I don't
they're
think
still
so.
hanging in there.
I would say probably not.
Two-1 is outside, 3-1.
I think when I think back at a series for the Red Sox, it was those 3 games down in Tampa Bay, where they really were in a position to win all 3 of those games. End up winning 1 of them.
On the ground towards second base, to second for 1, on to first for 2. And that will end the inning. We played 5 from Fenway. It's 7-2 Blue Jays.
presents the Boston Globe Red Sox Game Day Live with TC and Peter Gammons. It's Roush Racing Day at Fenway, and we'll be joined by David Reagan, live on set. Join us for that and much more tomorrow night at 6 only on NESN.
Back at Fenway Park, top half of the 6th inning. Fred Lewis leading it off here for the Blue Jays. As he takes strike one. Lewis singled in the first, hit by a pitch in the second. Flied out to right in the 4th inning. Rich Hill, the left-hander warming in the Red Sox pen, picked up a win out of the bullpen in his Red Sox debut in Seattle. Big swing and a miss, 1-2. Michael Bowden inducing a 5-4-3 double play to end the 5th inning. Into his 2nd inning of relief. In the left and a base hit. Fred Lewis is on for the 3rd time tonight, his 2nd hit.
Early old slice job going to the opposite field here by Fred Lewis. Gets a fastball inside out swing, and just slices it into left field for the base hit.
So on at first to get the 6th inning started. Here's Yunel Escobar. He singled to center, struck out, single to right. Blue Jays now with 10 hits, out hitting the Red Sox 10-3. And a close play at first base. Diving back is Lewis.
He almost gave me a heart attack.
Sorry, I got very excited. Thought they had him.
Not even that close to give me a heart attack.
I was very excited. The truth, I looked up and it was just happening, and I almost got picked off.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was late.
All right. Never take your eye off the pitcher.
No, I got very excited. Really wasn't that close, but it was for me because I didn't see it till the end.
Generally, if you follow the baseball, you have no problems.
I was somewhere between the monitor and the field, and you can't be in between. The 0-1 misses, and it's 1-1. Carl Crawford has a 2-run triple. And the Tampa Bay Rays have tied that game 3-3. They play in the bottom of the 6th inning at Tropicana Field. Check on first and back in plenty of time as Lewis, not quite as close. There he goes. 1-1 is high. The throw from Victor is not in time. Second stolen base of the night for the Blue Jays. Yunel Escobar had one in the 5th.
Well, we mentioned, the Blue Jays last in the league in steals, but they got a couple tonight. And Lewis, of course, their leader. That's 17 for him now on the season.
And Escobar, the first stolen base. He bats now, the runner in scoring position. Nobody out. And a 2-1. Fouled straight back, 2-2. The center field bloop. Kalish coming in. It's falling fast and in for a base hit. Having to wait to make sure was Lewis, and he now takes third base on the single and the 3rd hit of the night for Yunel Escobar.
Now that's 2 hits in this inning that weren't exactly scorched. This kind of toward the end of the bat also, and just drops in front of Kalish in center field. So with nobody out at first and third situation for the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays with 11 hits in the game.
2 on, nobody out, and Jose Bautista, the batter. He has popped out to second base, popped out to third, walked and scored. And this one gets away. Scoring from third base as it ends up on the screen is Lewis. Escobar takes second base on the wild pitch, and the Blue Jays take an 8-2 lead.
Bowden tries to snap off a slider. It's down in the dirt. Deflects off Martinez as he tries to backhand it. And up on the screen.
Mitch Hill has been joined by Matt Fox in the pen. So runner at second base, nobody out, a run in, and a 1-0 to Bautista. This one fouled off at the plate, and it's 1-1. Jays have been 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position, but they've gone 4 for the last 4 in that category since. So 5 for 11 now in the night with runners in scoring position. So fouled off above us, and it's still 1-2. Conversely, the Red Sox have not had an at bat with a runner in scoring position yet tonight. Trail 8-2 with nobody out here in the top half of the 6th inning. In the dirt, 2-2. Escobar at second base, nobody out, top half of the 6th inning. Lifted down the left field line, foul. We're here at Fenway Park in Boston. Don Orsillo with Jerry Remy and Heidi Watney bringing you Red Sox baseball in high definition on Nesson. Coordinating producer of Red Sox baseball is Russ Kent. Senior coordinating director is Michael Narachi. Directing tonight is Rose Marakian. Associate producer Jim White. Production assistant Kate Galvin. And Nesson's executive producer is Joel Fell. And you've joined us for Game 1 of this 3-game series between the Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. The Red Sox scored first in this game, getting a 2-run home run from Victor Martinez back in the first inning. But since then, it's been all Blue Jays. 2 in the second, 5 in the 5th, and 1 more so far here in the 6th inning. 8-2 now, the Jays on top. Fouled off to the right. We'll do it again, 3-2. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat for Jose Bautista. Fouls it off again to the right. 94 from Bowden. High fly ball to deep left field. 47 home runs make it 48. Jose Bautista goes deep, a 2-run shot. The Blue Jays lead it 10-2. It's just a matter of time, and there it is.
Well, Bautista now has 7 home runs against the Red Sox this season. He fouled off a number of pitches. He finally gets a fastball out over the plate and a high home run by Bautista.
And 12 home runs in the month of August, 5 so far in 15 games in September. And the incredible year for Jose Bautista continues. It sets a new Jays single season record. George Bell back in 1987 had 47 home runs, so Bautista now the new mark in Blue Jays history. And lots of baseball left. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. That's the 20th 2-run home run of the year for Bautista. It's part of a 3-run 6th inning so far for the Blue Jays, who lead it 10-2. Wells strikes out. Tough at bat there against Bowden, and there's the first out of the 6th inning.
Now, it looked like Vernon Wells has some difficulty picking up the slider here from Bowden. And tries to check his swing, cannot do it. Out comes Terry Francona to make a switch.
Back to the pen again. It's 10-2. Blue Jays on top. Your baseball team, Dunkin' Donuts, is the hometown favorite for coffee. Dunkin' Donuts would like to recognize a hometown favorite fan of the game, going above and beyond just like Dunkin'. With 60 years of coffee greatness, Dunkin' Donuts is #1 for iced coffee. Pitching change for the Red Sox after Bautista has hit a 2-run home run to put the Blue Jays on top here, 10-2. The pitcher is Rich Hill. His numbers with the Pawtucket Red Sox this year: 19 games, 3-1 with a 3.74 earned run average. Opponents were hitting a .233 against him with the Paw Sox. Hill, born in Milton, Massachusetts, earned the win in his Red Sox debut on Tuesday night, retiring the only batter he faced to end the 7th inning against Seattle. Here is a line drive just foul outside of third for Lyle Overbay, who fractures his bat. Rich Hill becoming the first player to win a Red Sox game in his debut in relief since Anastasio Martinez did it back in May of '04 against Toronto.
I don't recall that one.
You don't remember Anastasio Martinez? Mitchell signing with the Red Sox as a minor league free agent June 30th. And selected to the Major League roster last Monday. This year pitching at AAA in the Cardinals organization in Memphis. And of course, so we gave you the Pawtucket numbers. Big leagues in the past with Chicago and Baltimore. We last saw him last year with the Orioles in 2009. Ahead of Lyle Overbay, 1-2. 1 out, bases empty here in the 6th inning. Outside, 2-2. Strike 3 call. Overbay is gone. The breaking ball from Hill. 2 down in the 6th inning.
I've been dropping down to the side against Overbay. Then he comes back up on top to throw the curveball and gets Overbay looking.
So 2 down here in the 6th inning, and John McDonald, the batter, came into the game after Aaron Hill had been hit by a pitch in the wrist area. Since then, he has struck out, had a sacrifice fly, as he takes ball 1. In the air to shallow left. Bill Hall coming in. And makes the catch. It ends the inning, but a 3-run inning for the Blue Jays, including the 2-run shot by Batista. It's 10-2 Jays. By Benjamin Moore. It's a revolutionary waterborne stain that outperforms the best oil-based stains on the market. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. (10-2) now. Blue Jays on top. It is the 10th time of the season the Jays have scored 10 or more runs. And leading it off here for the Red Sox in the bottom of the 6th, the top of their order. Marco Scudero, the former Blue Jay. We take strike one. Scudero 0 for 2. Has flied out to left and lined out to right. On the outside corner, 2-2. Cecil giving up the 2-run home run to Victor Martinez back in the first, and since then has had 4 shutout innings. He has walked 2, but only given up 1 hit since the first and 3 in the game. Red Sox being out hit 12-3. This is into center field. A base hit for Marco Scudero.
Scudero gets a changeup from Cecil and so toward the end of the bat. But finds a good spot out there in center field for the base hit. So Scudero 1 for 3 on the night. He came into this game 4 for 5 in his career off Brett Cecil.
And Cecil has had to wait around quite a bit. A 23-minute wait, a 22-minute wait. His team was scoring a bunch. They got 5 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th inning. And it's a leadoff base hit for Marco Scudero to start the 6th. Now 1-0 to Darnell McDonald. And strike 1, 1-1. McDonald singled to center field in the first inning and set the table for Victor Martinez's 2-run home run, and then popped out to the second baseman John McDonald in the third. McDonald 4 for 6 against Cecil in his career. And lines this down the left field line. Into the corner, off the wall on a hop. Scudero to third base. To second goes McDonald, and at second and third, nobody out for the Red Sox in the 6th inning.
Well, both base hits in this inning coming on changeups from Brett Cecil. Scudero's up the middle, and McDonald pulling his down that left field line. 2 hits in the ball game for McDonald.
Darnell McDonald safe at second.
Cue the organ.
Safe and secure, New York life. Second and third, nobody out here in the 6th inning. Victor Martinez with that 2-run home run to provide the Red Sox with their 2 runs back in the first to his 16th home run of the year. Scudero at third base, McDonald at second base. Cecil 82 pitches deep into his outing. Two 2-0.
The Amica Pit Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you're covered, it's how you're treated. And back in the first inning, on what appeared to be a cut fastball, Victor Martinez hits number 16 of the season.
On the ground to shortstop, Escobar will go to first base. Run will score. He's in from third base is Scudero to make it 10-3. Martinez picks up his 3rd RBI of the night. It's a ground out for the first out of the 6th inning. On the play, McDonald takes third base. So 1 out, runner at third, and Adrian Beltre, the batter. 0 for 2. He's lined out short, popped out to second base. And grounds it foul hard. Darnell McDonald at third, one out, a run in. Red Sox trailing by 7 as they bat here in the 6th inning. High drive to deep left center field. Back goes Wells, looking up, and that ball is off the wall. Scoring from third is McDonald. Beltre rounding second, and will hang on with an RBI wall scraping double. Red Sox get their 4th run.
Well, the ball left the bat. It looked like it had a chance maybe to get out of here. But it does find that left field wall. It was a changeup that Beltre takes high off the wall. His RBI now at 98 on the season.
Safe at second. Safe and secure.
Cue the organ.
New York Life. 10 RBIs in the month of September for Adrian Beltre. Cito Gaston watching as Cecil gives up 2 runs here in the inning and now deals with David Ortiz with a pitch up. All of a sudden, Sean Kemp and Jesse Carlson start to warm, a right-hander and a lefty. Ortiz swings, and it's 1-1. The pitching line is brought to you by our Boston area Lexus dealers. Brett Cecil, 5 1/3, now 4 runs. 2 coming in this inning. 6 hits. 2 walks, no strikeouts. And he had 2 long waits. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Back to the breaking ball again for Cecil, and he gets David Ortiz to chase a pitch out of the strike zone.
Just outside, 2-2. Buck tried to bring it back to the corner.
Tries to get David to chase again off the outside part of the plate. Not this time.
Ortiz pops it up. John Buck discards the mask, comes back, and makes the catch. The second out of the inning.
That's an excellent pitch there by Cecil. After showing David a couple of breaking balls away, he comes back inside with that fastball and ties up Ortiz and gets the pop-up. Ortiz had to be thinking about something away in that situation. Instead, he gets the fastball in.
So 2 down, Beltre at second base. Mike Lowell, the batter. Mike singled in the second inning. Got it into a double play in the 4th inning. Now lines one to center. In for a base hit. Around from second base comes Beltre. He'll score. And it's now 10-5. The Red Sox have scored 3 times here in the 6th inning so far. Second hit of the night for Mike Lowell.
First fastball that Lowell sees. He takes up the middle in the center field for the base hit. Picks up his 22nd RBI of the season. The Red Sox pecking away at that lead.
'50th career run batted in for Mike Lowell against the Toronto Blue Jays. In 77 games. Jed Lowry, the batter, as he takes strike 1. Lowry is flied out to center and popped out to second base. 0 for 2 in the game. Fouled off to the right, and it's 0-2. Friday Night Baseball on NESN is brought to you by Ace Ticket. Great seats at great prices. Red Sox have scored 3 times here in the 6th inning. 2 outs in the inning. Lowell at first base. There's ball 1, 1-2. Robert Andino has hit a solo home run for the Orioles and put them on top 3-1 over the Yankees. The bottom of the 7th inning at Camden Yards. Fly ball center field. Vernon Wells comes in and makes the catch that ends the inning, but a 3-run inning for the Red Sox. It's now 10-5 Toronto. Fenway drivers Carl Edwards and Matt Kenseth will join Jade McCarthy and Yuri Behringer in downtown Boston for a special edition of Nesson Daily presented by Sun Life Financial. You'll get a preview of Sunday's NASCAR Sylvania 300 at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway and an exclusive interview with Jack Roush. Don't miss Roush Fenway Racing. Welcome to Boston tonight following our Red Sox coverage. Top half of the 7th inning back at Fenway Park. Red Sox get 3 in the 6th inning. It's 10-5. The Toronto Blue Jays on top. Matt Fox making his Red Sox debut. Members this year at AAA Rochester. 35 games, 6-9 record with a 3.95 earned run average. Opponent sitting at 264 against Fox, who's claimed off waivers from the Minnesota Twins on the 9th of September. He had 1 appearance with the Minnesota Twins. He went to 5 2/3, 4 hits and 2 runs, and a no decision against the Texas Rangers. This one grounded foul, and into the seats off the bat of Adam Lind. Lead it off here in the 7th inning. Lind has had a big night. 3 hits, 3 RBIs. The hits are doubles, 2 of them, and a single. Tim Wakefield is up in the Red Sox pen. We have seen Michael Bowden, Rich Hill, and now Matt Fox. So it's sliced foul, and it's 1-2. Popped up in the shallow left. Out goes Lowry. He is calling off Hall. And he makes the catch for the first out of the inning as we check back in with Heidi.
Well, Don, this week on the Ultimate Red Sox Show, we took a couple of Sox players down to the Pike Place Fish Market in Seattle for a little fish-catching competition. The captain, Jason Varitek, and rookie Brian Kalish battled it out for fish-catching supremacy. They got pretty fancy. They even had to try it one-handed. You can check it out on this week's Ultimate Red Sox Show, presented by Arbella Insurance, Sunday at noon. Don?
Heidi, thank you very much.
I noticed when Varitek caught that, he caught it. He didn't catch the guts.
No, you don't want to catch the guts.
Yeah, you want to catch the guts.
I think most of them are pretty much gutted, though, already. You don't really have a lot of the guts still hanging in there.
Yeah, they get the guts out.
The guts are, it's been degutted. In the air to right. McDonald coming in a few steps. He makes the catch, 2 down. The Monster Seats at Fenway Park are maybe the best seats in baseball. Now you have a chance of winning Monster Seats with Monster Money. It's the Red Sox instant game from the Mass State Lottery, and there are instant prizes up to $3 million as well. Visit masslottery.com now. A little cool out there on the Monster Seats tonight. A little cool here at Fenway. We'll feel the fall here in New England. And as we play on September the 17th. 2 outs in the 7th inning. Edwin Encarnacion has struck out, walked, and grounded into a double play. Jason Frazier up for the Toronto Blue Jays. And so far, I've got 6 innings from Brett Cecil, but Cecil was touched for 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Matt Fox in his Red Sox debut has first 2 outs, first 2 batters he has faced. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Dunkin' Donuts is in its 11th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout, a special seating section at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. We're enjoying it out there tonight. Even though the score is so far not in the Red Sox favor, as this one is in the center field and falls in for a base hit. Encarnacion with a 2-out single, second time he's been on tonight. Two down for Fred Lewis. He has singled, been hit by a pitch, flied out to right, and singled again. Each ball has come out on the field down the right field line. While we have a moment, time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. Which 4 players in the Blue Jays and Red Sox current rosters were drafted in the first round of the 06 MLB draft? Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1 to Fred Lewis. Skips by Victor Martinez and up onto the screen again. Edwin Encarnacion takes second base on the wild pitch. Second time that's happened in 2 innings. Happened last inning and scored a run for the Jays. Fox in his first game with the Red Sox here has 2 outs in the 7th inning. Edwin Encarnacion at second base. Terry Francona getting into the pen after 4 1/3 innings from John Lackey, who's on the hook. Lackey in 4 1/3, gave up 8 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned. Seeing Bowden, Hill, and now Fox. Ball 2, and it's 2-1 to Fred Lewis. Let's check in with Heidi.
Well done, Jays. Second baseman Aaron Hill left the game after getting hit by a pitch. He left in the 3rd inning. He has a right wrist contusion. X-rays were negative. He is listed as day-to-day right now. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. We departed the game in the 3rd inning. And John McDonald's been in at second base ever since. There is strike 2 to Fred Lewis. Edwin Encarnacion at second base, 2 down in the 7th inning.
Well, this is the pitch right here that took Aaron Hill out of the ball game. That happening back in the 2nd inning. Fortunately, no break for Hill, but did have the lead of the game. And John McDonald taking over at second base.
One of 3 batters that John Lackey hit in his 4 1/3 innings of work. Ball 4 not close, and down to first base goes Lewis. 3rd walk given up by Red Sox pitching tonight, the first by Matt Fox. John Farrell on the phone. Tim Wakefield had been warming in the pen, and is continuing to do so as Yunel Escobar bats. 3-hit night for Escobar. Single to center, single to right, single to center. He's also struck out. Now singles to right. As coming around from second base trying to score is Encarnacion. Throw goes to second, and another run in for the Blue Jays. It's 11-5 Toronto on the 4th hit of the night for Escobar.
He's had quite a night tonight. 1 strikeout, but 4 hits in the ball game, a stolen base, and now picks up his first RBI of the night as he takes the fastball to the opposite field. And that'll be it for Fox.
Tim Wakefield will be in. It's 11-5 Jays.
Nice.
11-5, Jays on top of the Red Sox. The ultimate driving machine this week is Adrian Beltre. Brought to you by your local Massachusetts BMW Center. Visit bmwmass.com. In 6 games, a .455 average. Adrian was 10 for 22. Home run, 3 doubles, 2 RBI, and 5 runs. The pitcher is Tim Wakefield into the game in a 1st and 3rd situation with 2 outs in the 7th inning. Wakefield's 30th appearance overall between the rotation and the pen. To the backhand goes Martinez as Wakefield falls behind 2-0. Jose Bautista is the batter. He hit his 48th home run of the year in the 6th inning, a 2-run shot. First and 3rd, 2 down in the 7th. To center field, green light 3-0, and back to make the play is Kalish. Wow, it spun around the wrong way at first, but he makes the grab that ends the inning. 11-5 Blue Jays.
An extra innings live with TC and Peter Gammons. They'll break down all the action between the Sox and Blue Jays and bringing you post-game reaction from the clubhouse. Coming your way after the game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live.
Eleven to 5, the Toronto Blue Jays on top of the Red Sox. New pitcher for the Blue Jays is Jason Frazier into the game to begin things here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 63rd appearance of the year. He is 3-4 with a 3.99 ERA. Home sitting at .250 against him. Josh Reddick is pinch hitting for Bill Hall to begin things here in the 7th inning. .239, no homers, 4 runs batted in. One and 1 to Reddick. Hall had been 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. Blue Jays getting a run in the top half of the 7th inning. Fouled off, 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Reddick down on strikes for the first out here of the 7th inning. Well, Jerry, Sitko relighting the famous Boston Sitko sign in Kenmore Square tonight during 7th inning stretch. The 45-year-old, 3,600 square foot sign, undergone almost 2 months of extensive renovations and upgrades, coinciding with the 100th anniversary of Sitko, and it is back on tonight.
Yeah, it just didn't seem right having it off around here. Quite honestly, I didn't even know that it wasn't on.
Over the past 2 months, while it wasn't, and you didn't notice, 218,000 LED lights, double-sided, 60-foot by 60-foot square sign. That's a big sign. And
that's a big sign, yeah.
You didn't know that it was out.
Well, I
mean, it was always there. It's not like they took it away.
No,
it's
you
just
see
it wasn't lit up.
You see it during the day, so you just say there's a Sitko sign. But I really did notice that it was not on at night. But now I do notice it. It looks nice.
I really shouldn't say anything because you wore a blue sport coat for 6 days straight, and I didn't even notice ever that you were wearing that suit coat.
I knew you would not. You're very self-absorbed.
I've seen proof of 3. I'm going to take your word that you had all 6, but I saw proof of 3 opens in which you had.
No, I had all 6, and I'm thinking about doing it again on the final road trip of the year. We'll see. It was a winning road trip.
Yes.
Right?
The blue coat is a winner. The 1-2. He's high and inside, 2-2.
I wish you could get away with one suitcase on this last trip, but I don't think so.
No. Chicago's got 4 games in it.
I mean, I could do it. I could pull it off if I just wear the sport coat and one pair of pants the whole time.
Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Frazier. Let's check in with your Need to Know with Nesson Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. Here's Cole Wright. Okay, Cole, thanks very much. Back here at Fenway Park, Blue Jays on top 11-5. 2 outs here in the 7th inning, and Marco Scudero the batter. Scudero 1 for 3 in the game. He's flied out, lined out, and singled and scored.
You know what I notice is becoming very popular with a lot of announcers around the league?
What's that?
Jeans.
I don't wear jeans.
No.
To right field.
We'll get back to that.
Batista makes the catch. We played 7. It's 11-5 Toronto. 11-5, Blue Jays on top of the Red Sox. We head to the top half of the 8th inning. Vernon Wells diving at third base is Beltre from his knees. Throws it off the front of the Red Sox dugout. And it is a base hit for Vernon Wells. Spectacular play just to get there for Beltre.
Yeah, just to be able to get to this ball here, going to his left and diving, and then try somehow from one knee to make that throw across the body. It hits the screen in front of the Red Sox dugout, so there's no advancement by Wells past first base.
Changes for the Red Sox. Josh Reddick staying in the game after he pinch hit for Hall in left field. Michael Navarro into shortstop. Moving from short to second base is Jed Lowry. Now Overbay takes strike one. And there's been only one 1-2-3 inning for Red Sox pitching tonight, and it was John Lackey's third inning when they get Batista, Wells, and Overbay. Otherwise, Blue Jays have had plenty of men on base. And there's strike two, and it's 0-2. Jesse Carlson, the left-hander, had been up earlier, back up again. This one grounded foul outside of first.
And getting back to the jeans.
Yes.
A lot of radio guys wear jeans because obviously they're not on camera. But I noticed a trend with television people wearing jeans because, they're very seldom seen from the waist down anyway.
Right. So you might as well be comfortable.
And I noticed that's a trend that's starting around baseball. Maybe someday you should slap a pair of jeans on.
Well, I like to wear jeans. I just don't think that they go really with the suit or,
But they would know, but nobody would know.
Yeah. I just don't feel right wearing the top half without, the whole
package.
The whole package, yeah. I mean, because then what do you do about the shoes? Do you wear sneakers and then you really look goofy with a suit top and
they have
sneakers with jeans?
No, you wear a nice pair of shoes
with jeans.
They sell, they wear with jeans.
I'll have to think about it. I mean,
you could actually wear the shoes you have on today with jeans. You could wear
black shoes, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I do remember a time in Seattle where you broke out the jeans with the suit top a couple years ago. This is in the air to center field over his Kalish.
I think I had to, though, because I think there was some kind of a malfunction with my pants that I was supposed to wear that day.
And pants malfunction.
Yeah, I think I had no other option because that has never been my goal to slap on a pair of jeans and do a game, but.
You just never know with you. Sometimes it's jeans, other times it's a tuxedo in the open. You just don't know.
You just don't know.
Sometimes you feel very formal. John McDonald bats with 1 out, 1 on.
That was one of my favorite Nesson moments, I must admit.
I would agree. Off the end of the bat, popped up. Roll from first base. Makes the catch, and there's 2 down in the 8th. Well, it's time for the in-game box score. That's brought to you by Mass Mutual. For the Toronto Blue Jays, Batista gets his 48th home run of the year. 1 for 4 in the game, but Escobar, big night, 4 hits, 4 for 5. Also Adam Lynn, 3 for 4. All part of an 11-run, 15-hit attack for the Toronto Blue Jays on top 11-5 as they continue to bat here in the top half of the 8th. So 2 down here in the 8th. And a big swing and a miss for Adam Lynn. Mentioned the big night for Lynn. 3 hits, 2 doubles, single, 3 runs batted in. 71 RBIs on the year. And down 0-2. Swing and a miss. Wakefield strikes out Lind. Done with 7.5, 11-5 Toronto. Is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. Eleven to 5, Toronto on top of Boston as we head to the last half of the eighth. And as a pinch hitter is introduced here in Daniel Nava, Cito Gaston out to make a change. Jason Frazier was to start the inning, but Jesse Carlson ready to go in the pen. So the pitching change, 11 to 5, Blue Jays on top. Back at Fenway Park, where the game summary is brought to you by Xfinity. Big night for the Blue Jays and a big night for Adam Lind. He doubled in the second inning with the Red Sox on top 2-0. He tied the score with one swing of the bat, 2-2, and the Blue Jays have not looked back since. 5 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, including the 48th home run of the year for Jose Bautista. And the Blue Jays exploding for 11 runs on 15 hits. As the Red Sox come to bat here in the bottom of the 8th inning, Nava will still hit, even with the new pitcher, as he just turns around and bats from the right side. Jesse Carlson, the new pitcher for the Blue Jays. His 14th appearance, no record, 3.72 earned run average. Opponent sitting at 270 against Carlson. And swing and a miss, 1-1.
Well, we had an incident between innings that was very scary. There was a mouse down in the camera pit where Heidi is. And Heidi is not afraid of the mouse at all. I mean, she did, features from Tropicana Field up on the roof. She skydives. She does all that stuff. Billy Titus, on the other hand, I think was a little bit afraid of the mouse.
Some question as to where the mouse went. Might be in his bag, which would be an interesting development as he drives home tonight.
They still have not located the mouse.
No. Can't be afraid of mice. The 1-2. He's fouled off to the right, not a play.
That's something that Joe Stafford on our first base side. And Joe, who's a man's man, would not be afraid of a mouse. But on the other hand, Bill Titus seemed to be scared to death. Mouse would not bother Joe.
No.
And we know your affection for mice.
I'm not afraid of anything, Jerry. The throwback. 1-2 is very close, but ball 2-2.
Slider tried to pick up the outside corner with it, very close. But Nava's still standing.
On the ground foul over by the Blue Jays dugout. Alex Rodriguez has hit a 3-run home run off Uehara, the closer for the Orioles, with 2 outs in the 9th inning. And the Yankees have taken a 4-3 lead in that game. Full count now to Nava. Sean Kemp up in the pen. It is 3-3 at last check. The Angels and the Rays in the 9th inning of Tropicana Field. All 4 on a leadoff walk. Nava heads down to first base. It's time now for the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. Which 4 players on the Blue Jays and Red Sox current rosters were drafted in the first round of the 2006 MLB draft? The answer, Brandon Morrow, Travis Snyder, Kyle Drabeck, and Daniel Bard. Morrow, who joined the Jays this season, was drafted 5th by... I see. Victor Martinez to deep left. High, deep, and very gone. 3rd 2-home run game of the season for Victor Martinez. His 17th home run of the year, and back come the Sox. It's 11-7.
Multiple home run games for the Red Sox this season. Victor Martinez, the latest. 2 2-run home runs in this ball game for Victor Martinez, and out comes Tito Gaston.
(11-7) Blue Jays.
with TC and Peter Gammons. They'll bring you highlights from around the majors as playoff races heat up. Plus, the final word from Fenway Park. Don't miss it after the game, only on NESN.
2 quick runs for the Red Sox on the 2-run home run by Victor Martinez. Season high 5 RBIs for him, and a new pitcher for the Blue Jays. Sean Camp into the game, his 63rd appearance. 4-3 with a 2.98 ERA. It's hitting at 250 against Camp. And Adrian Beltre batting for the Red Sox. 11-7, Toronto on top with nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. Beltre doubled his last time up to drive in a run. He is 1 for 3 in the game. Up over the glove of Camp. McDonald on the run in time still to get Beltre for the first out of the inning. Looked like once it got over Camp's glove that Beltre may have a chance to reach, but a nice play by McDonald.
No matter where you put John McDonald, whether it be shortstop, third base, second base, he makes all the plays. He's an excellent defender. This is back early in the ball game when he had to reach out and turn over a double play. And this last play, the backhanded play, the sidearm throw to first base that tails him back toward the runner. Just a very good defender.
One down, David Ortiz takes strike 1. Shift on for the Jays. McDonald to the outfield grass, the second baseman. Ortiz down on the count, 0-2. Scott Downs, the left-hander, warming in the pen. Slice foul to the screen, still 0-2. Ortiz hits this foul out ahead. Crushed it. One out, last of the 8th, 2 runs in. David Ortiz down 0-2. Through the shift and into right field, a base hit. Second time Big Papi's been on tonight. First hit of the game for him. He had walked back in the 4th inning.
Well, defeats the shift. They had the second baseman in the outfield. It didn't matter this time. A top spin line drive by David Ortiz will get by everybody.
One out, Big Papi at first. And Mike Lowell, the batter, as he stands in on the right side. Well, 3 for 13 in his career against Camp, including a home run. On the corner for strike 1, 1-1. Camp has allowed 4 earned runs in his last 5 2/3. A ground ball to shortstop. The second for 1 on to first for 2. Mike Lowell grounding into his second double play of the night. It's 11-7 Toronto. John Buck leads it off here in the top half of the ninth inning. Blue Jays on top by 4, 11-7. Going to be John Buck, Edwin Encarnacion, and Fred Lewis. Tim Wakefield's been in the game since the 7th inning. This is driven on a line to left and off the scoreboard quickly to Nava. A long single for John Buck, his second hit of the game. Still just 1-2-3 inning all night for Red Sox pitching, and that was for John Lackey back in the third. Changes for the Red Sox defensively. Josh Reddick goes from left field to right field. And after pinch hitting, Daniel Nava stays in the game in left field. Nava had pinch hit for Darnell McDonald. Edwin Encarnacion has been on twice, a walk and a single. Swing a foul tip into the catcher's mitt for strike one. To center field, Kalish coming in to make the catch for the first out of the ninth. Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you by Eastern Bank, awarded highest customer satisfaction in retail banking in the New England region by J.D. Power and Associates. Off single by John Buck. The fly out to center field for Edwin Encarnacion. 1 out, 1 on, and here's Fred Lewis. As Lewis takes ball 1. Lewis has been on 4 times in the game. 2 hits, been hit by a pitch and a walk. He's also flied out to right. Everybody in the Blue Jays order has at least 1 hit, with the exception of the combination of Hill and McDonald batting out of the 6th spot. Brandon Wood off Dan Wheeler. And a 4-3 Angels win. Fernando Rodney closing out that game for the Angels. So Tampa Bay loses. The Yankees at the moment have a 4-3 lead, and the two could flip-flop again. And that game has just gone final now. They will flip-flop. The Yankees will be back in the top spot again, and the Rays falling into second, so back and forth they go.
I think the Rays and Yankees have a 4-game series coming up from Yankee Stadium.
At the stadium. Reminder to stay with us after the game for WB Mason's Extra Innings Live. Complete post-game coverage is coming up. Ball 2 to Lewis. It's Monday through Thursday of next week. 4-game series starting at the stadium. It's actually ball 3 to Lewis, so a full count now. And a foul on a fastball from Tim Wakefield on a 3-2 pitch.
We have an off day on Thursday, so we'll probably get a chance to be at that ball game on Thursday night. We should be in New York on time.
I hope so. Be a good game to watch. This is rifled into right field for a base hit. Buck touches second, heads for third. The throw is cut off at second, and it's first and third with 1 out for the Blue Jays here in the ninth.
Yeah, Lewis has had a good night. He's got 3 hits in the ball game. He was hit by a pitch. He's walked. He stole a base. This time he gets the knuckler from Wake. That's down in his zone, but he still hooks it for the base hit.
This has been a nice pickup for the Toronto Blue Jays, coming over from the San Francisco Giants. He's had a good year. First and third, 1 out in El Escobar, the batter. A 4-hit night for Escobar. He has 4 singles in the game, has scored twice. Check to third and a look to first, and they got Lewis. They'll run him down and apply the tag. Navarro does. So it works. And there's 2 down in the inning.
It's amazing how many times we've seen that work this year. That's going to be at least 3 or 4 times. Lewis looking to run off Wakefield right away, a little bit anxious to fake the third. And he's picked off first base. Mike Lowell running him back, always keeping his eye on that man at third base, and Michael Navarro eventually tags him out.
2 down. Escobar is still batting, and he grounds one to shortstop. Navarro to his left has got it. Goes to first for the out that ends the inning. Head to the bottom of the 9th inning, 11-7 Blue Jays.
Victor Martinez. He's had 2 tonight, both 2-run blasts. This one coming off Carlson in the 8th inning. Coors Light Freeze Cam brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
(11-7), Toronto on top of Boston as we head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Jed Lowry leading it off in the 9th. As he takes ball 1 inside from the new Blue Jays pitcher. 5th pitcher of the night for Cito Gaston, Scott Downs. 62nd appearance. 5-5 with a 2.59 earned run average. No strike 1, 1-1. Leads all Toronto relievers with 5 wins. Down the right field line, Bautista on the run, and it'll fall for a hit. Jump up into the seats. Ground rule double for Jed Lowry to start the 9th.
Downs goes to the breaking ball, and slicing it down that right field line is Jed Lowry. No chance for Bautista to catch it. Bounces up in the stands. Red Sox have the leadoff man at second base.
Safe at second, safe and secure. New York life.
Cue the organ.
Pinch hitter for the Red Sox, Kevin Gregg. The closer is up all of a sudden now for the Jays. As Jared Saltalamacchia pinch hits here for Josh Reddick. As he takes strike 1. Saltalamacchia hitting at 200 in a Red Sox uniform. No homers. 2 runs batted in. He's 0 for 2 as a pinch hitter this season. Inside, a ball and a strike. Jed Lowry started the bottom of the ninth inning with a double. Red Sox trail by 4 runs. On the ground foul, 1-2. The Downs had a pretty long stretch. They've gone 21 games without giving up a run. The Red Sox finally snapped that stretch on them back on August 12th. And 20 1/3 scoreless innings, representing the longest streak by any Toronto Blue Jays pitcher this season. And the Red Sox snapped that on him. And they're trying to do some damage against him here in the ninth. One-two to Saltalamacchia. Strike 3 call. And the first out of the ninth.
Fastball inside corner this time from Downs. Has Saltalamacchia jumping back. And it picks up the inside corner.
One out. Ryan Kalish coming up. Kalish 0 for 3 in the game. He was grounded out twice and struck out. Ball 1 inside. And Brett Cecil, the pitcher of record right now for the Blue Jays. 6 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs. Walked 2, struck out 2. Seeing Frazier, Carlson, Camp, and now Downs. Red Sox starter tonight, John Lackey, on the hook. 4 1/3, 7 runs, 6 earned. Michael Bowden was charged with 3 runs in an inning. Lots of offense in this game. The teams have combined for 18 runs and 27 hits. Strike 1, 2 and 1. To Kalish. Grounds it foul, 2 and 2. It's time now for a look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Tomorrow in Game 2 of the series, it'll be Ricky Romero and Josh Beckett. Romero will be making his 4th start of the season against Boston. He's 0-1 with an ERA over 8 against the Red Sox this year. Beckett is 2-1 over his last 4 starts, but has not allowed more than 3 runs in any game. 2-2 pitch to Ryan Kalish. Breaking ball. Did he go? No, says Brian Knight. It's almost a strike, and then it's a full count.
Kalish did not go. The pitch looked like it might have been pretty good.
So another chance for Ryan Kalish. Softly lines it foul.
That was down toward the camera pit down there. Mark make that play?
They have. Three-two pitch to Kalish. One around this time. Called strike anyway by home plate umpire Jerry Davis. Back-to-back strikeouts for Downs. 2 down.
Everything inside in that particular at-bat to Ryan Kalish to see that last pitch, the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Inside corner.
Well, don't forget, after the game, stay with us for Granite City Electric's Red Sox final. It's coming up from our Nesson HD Television Center. Tom Caron, Peter Gammons. We'll have some highlights from around the majors, and big home run for Alex Rodriguez tonight, and that come from behind win for the New York Yankees. As they win and the Rays lose. So the Yankees take over the top spot in the American League East for the moment. Red Sox with 2 outs here in the 9th, trailing by 4 runs, and it's Yamaiko Navarro. Bats for the first time. He's just 2 for 27 in the big leagues for the Red Sox. And he takes strike 1. A double for Jed Lowry to begin the inning, and he's still at second base with 2 outs in the inning. Outside, 1-1. Line to right and in for a base hit. Lowry around from second base. He'll score. Navarro has got an RBI single. And it's now 11-8. Blue Jays on top. Red Sox getting a run here in the 9th.
Now 3 major league hits now for Navarro and 3 RBIs with those hits. Not a bad idea when you're scuffling, trying to take the ball the other way, and that's exactly what Navarro does. A line shot over the head of Lyle Overbay.
Well, the potential tying run is on deck. As Dowd stays in the game here to face Daniel Nava, who came in, walked in the 8th. Yamaiko Navarro at first base with 2 down in the 9th. Strike over the outside corner, 1-1. For Nava, the first time that he's faced Scott Downs in his career. Victor Martinez waiting on deck. He would be the tying run if he can get to the plate. Already has 2 home runs tonight. Late swing and a foul back into the crowd. 1-2 the count to Nava. One-two pitch to Daniel Nava. Rolling away, and it's 2-2. Downs has thrown 21 pitches in this inning. A double for Lowry to get it started. 2 strikeouts, then the RBI single by Navarro. Two-two pitch to Nava. Nava sends it out towards deep left center field. Back towards the wall and off the wall. Karen played by Wells. Navarro's going to try and score for first base. He will, and it's now 11-9. And the tying run will come to the plate in the person of Victor Martinez.
And I doubt very much that they'll let him face a left-hander again in this game. Nava gets the breaking ball. Since being in the game, he's walked and now hit this double, a drive and a run. Off the left field wall, played nicely by Vernon Wells. But Cito Gaston comes out to get his closer.
11-9 now. Jays on top. Toyota dealers. Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer of the New England Sports Network. Coors Light. Hagar. Sullivan Tire. New England Kia dealers. And by Southwest Airlines. Daniel Nava has doubled to bring the Red Sox within 2. Kevin Gregg, the closer for the Blue Jays, on his 55th appearance, 2-5 with a 3.29 ERA. 31 out of 36 in save opportunities. Opponents hitting at 222 against him. Victor Martinez 0 for 6 with 2 strikeouts against him. So 2 down. Victor already has 2 home runs on the night. 1 in the first, a 2-run shot. 1 in the 8th, a 2-run shot. Here we go. And Victor takes strike 1. Starts him with a breaking ball. Here are the numbers for Victor Martinez against Gregg. Martinez with a pop-up into shallow center field. Out goes Escobar. Escobar makes the catch, and the shortstop ends the ball game. And the Red Sox come up short tonight as the Blue Jays offense tonight just too much for the Red Sox, and John Lackey really touched up tonight, Jerry, in 4 1/3.
Yeah, the offense was there, you know, in particular with Victor Martinez, a couple of home runs in this game. But you're right, Don. The Red Sox built themselves too big a hole in this ball game tonight. John Lackey just did not have it. And he's wild, like we don't normally see him hitting batters. And, the hole is just too big for the Red Sox to come back from.
So 11-9 is the final. The Toronto Blue Jays beating the Red Sox. Back with more after this.